Andrew Nembhard's double-double results in Pacers' ending three-game skid. Indiana did something in the first quarter that they hadn't done all season long, outscored their opponent by double digits. Two-time MVP Stephen Curry was held to just 2 points and 1 of 6 shooting in the opening quarter. Indiana's defense was the story as they quickly jumped out 10-2 lead in just over the first 2 minutes of the game. Their lead would grow to 13 and end there after the first 12 minutes of action at 34-21. Bennedict Mathurin and Jalen Smith led the charge for the Pacers with 7 points in the quarter, and Klay Thompson scored 8 for Golden State. At the start of the game, the Golden State Warriors were 12-point favorites according to Caesars Sportsbook and would play like it in the second quarter because of Thompson. Reminiscent of his 60-point performance 6 years ago to the day against the Pacers, he would light the Pacers up with 11 points. Golden State went on a 20-2 run in a 6-minute span and would take their first lead of the game at 44-42. Indiana would respond by outscoring the Warriors 17-6 and lead 59-50 at intermission. Standout rookie Andrew Nembhard was responsible for most of the scoring during the closeout for the Pacers with 7 points. Thompson led all scorers at the break with 19. In double figures for the Pacers were Nembhard, 13 points, and Oshae Brissett, 11 points. Most NBA basketball fans during the Steve Kerr era with Curry, Thompson, and Draymond Green, the third quarter has frequently been the most dominant quarter for the Golden State Warriors. The Pacers would prevent one of those dominating quarters by only being outscored 31-30 in the quarter. Nembhard's stellar game would continue in the quarter as he scored 8 points, dished out 3 assists, and corralled 3 rebounds. For Golden State, it was a balanced approach with 8 of the 9 players scoring that played in the quarter. After 36 minutes of basketball, the Indiana Pacers would hold onto an 89-81 lead. The Andrew Nembhard game would continue during the final 12 minutes. But first, the Warriors would make this an immediate game by scoring the first 6 points to cut their deficit to 2 at 89-87. In fact, they would take a 1-point lead at 93-92 for the first time on the night. The two teams would exchange the lead until Indiana closed the final 4:42 on a 13-4 run. A lot of that scoring came from the man of the night in Nembhard with 10 points. Jordan Poole led Golden State in scoring with 8 points in the quarter. Indiana would hold on to defeat the Warriors 112-104, ending their 3-game losing streak. Top performers: Andrew Nembhard, 31P, 13A, 8R, 5 triples; Klay Thompson, 28P, 8 triples; Jordan Poole, 23P, 5R, 4A; Buddy Hield, 17P, 9R, 5A; and Jalen Smith, 15P, 9R, 3B. For tonight's full box score, click here. Nembhard recorded the third game with 30-plus points and 10-plus assists for Pacers own the best record by an opponent at the Chase Center at 4-0, Boston is 3-0, and improved to 5-0 on the second night of a back-to-backs. Pacers had 6 players with 10-plus points and held Steph Curry 12. Nembhard joins Jason Kidd, Steph Curry, and Trae Young as the only rookies in NBA history with 30-plus points, 8-plus rebounds, 10-plus assists, and 5 made threes in a game. Insider floats Warriors trade that would end ex-lottery picks Golden State tenure. Moses Moody of the Golden State Warriors. Despite their recent level of play, the Golden State Warriors still seem to be a step behind where they were last year when they won their 4th championship in 8 seasons. So far this season, they are 13-11, placing them in 6th place in the Western Conference. In turn, there have been plenty of trade rumblings surrounding the team. One trade idea proposed by Bill Simmons of The Ringer would see Golden State deal for Chicago Bulls guard Alex Caruso. Here's a full outline of the proposed trade. Warriors receive Caruso. Bulls receive Moses Moody, Dante DiVincenzo, 2027 first-round pick swap, $3 million.